Hey guys, so excited to see you today. We are live and I'm bringing Wendy Gendro on with me. She's a master coach and entrepreneur, mom of 5, homeschooling in North Dakota. And for those of you that know me, I am a homeschooling mom here in Montana, trying to get a little wardrobe malfunction handled there. And excited to visit with you guys today. Holy cow. This is a beautiful day here in Montana. I feel like my eyes are so puffy though, and I keep getting these dark rings because we have so many forest fires. So if you do any prayer warrior work at all, we need prayers for Montana and the surrounding states for these fires to go out, because what a mess. And we are excited to visit with you today, and we have some uplifting and inspiring topics as well as announcement. I feel like my dress is crooked. It's a little bit bothering me. I had to have my son adjust the straps. It's the cutest new dress. I'll have to show it to you. I took a picture today. There we go. Here it is. See? Really fun. Okay, Wendy, it's bringing you on, I think. Where are you, girl? I hope you're not having any trouble with the connection today and that we can run this thing seamlessly. And yeah, I'll just let her take a moment to hop on with us, and then we'll get started on our interview. Are you guys enjoying these videos? I don't enjoy it when I start watching a new video and I have trouble with getting, let me see, where is she? I'm going to try you again. Okay, trying you again. I'm trying to bring Wendy on. Anyway, I don't like watching live videos when the first part of it goes on and on. There we go. Now we can get started, I think. Okay, good. There you are.
Hello.
Hey. How are you?
Hey, hi. Oh, so good. So good. It's been such an awesome day.
We got to get you set up for your car.
Uh-oh, what's wrong?
Just so it's stable instead of wobbling.
Well,
you know, like one of those tripod things.
No, I don't know where one of those pods things are. Don't you have one that hooks to your steering wheel?
Yeah, the legs wrap around the steering wheel.
Okay, well, you need to send me that link so I can order one. I'll hold it on my steering wheel.
That's how I do it too. I'm like balancing it. But okay, so here's the funny thing. When so Wendy and I, we just talk all the time, and we started to decide, rather than doing our daily check-in calls with one another on the phone privately, we would start to check in with each other live on Facebook and let you all hear what is going on in the minds of entrepreneurs that are making it big out there. So where should we start today? I know you said you were super fired up today, so I'm going to go ahead and let you start us off. Okay.
Well, your earrings are gorgeous, first of all. So cute.
Well, you missed my dress. Look.
Oh.
Ta-da!
Oh, so cute.
I have tassels.
Adorable. Oh my gosh, so fun. Yeah, so today, I don't know, I just super exciting. Like, I did not get much sleep last night. Baby had me up 4 times in about 6 hours, and I woke up still just like lit up and excited about the day. Like, I had, you know what it was, is I had a calm morning. Like, I had a few hours that I just kind of got to, I did some like vision work, like mentally. I was asking myself how I wanted something to show up in my life. Like, how do I want that to look in my life?
Yeah.
And then I envision it. And then I asked myself, how do I want to feel?
Yes.
And then I also asked, like, do I feel that I am capable enough? And if I don't feel capable enough, who do I need to become to feel capable? Like, who is the person that I need to step into to take on a role that I desire to have? And then I'm asking myself, like, what does that look like? And so I knew, if you guys know me, I'm a huge journaler. And so I just started writing down all my thoughts, and not even like pretty writing, like throwing up on paper. Yeah. Everything was just, I mean, like mind dump onto paper.
Yes.
And then, so my morning started out slow. Like, it started out intentional. I wasn't like rat race, jump out of bed, started doing dishes, like running around, throwing laundry in. Like, I started off my day intentional with my mind and my heart and my soul and my feelings and how I wanted my day to go about. Because something that I have learned just in the last few days is that we are time. So, like, we can either go on about, oh, we don't have enough time, or it's like we don't have enough time in our day to accomplish what we want to accomplish. And like, I've really been trying to, obviously with 3 businesses and 5 children and a husband, my days can get crazy. And so I've really been intentional about being grateful for the time that I have, and then working on producing more time for the things that I need. And it's just been such an awesome journey this week, because going live every day is stepping out of my comfort zone. Like, this is not like, I was just on a call, a live call, and I explained that I am a natural introvert. Like, I would sit in my bedroom and read books all day and not talk to a single person and be happy. But in my maturity as a businesswoman and as a person, I have had to learn how to grow as a person and step out of this bubble. And so I want to tell you out there that if you're sitting here watching this video going, man, I wish I could do a live video, like, it is possible. Because I every time I get on a live video, it is me stepping out of my comfort zone. But there is also, that's a fine line. Like, when I bump into that comfort zone, I no longer retreat. I no longer go into procrastination. I like push through it and go on to the bigger blessing of what's on the other side. So.
Totally agree. Love that. So it's pretty exciting to share these pieces from our lives with you all that are working for us.
Yes.
And also to let you know that it's not perfectly pretty behind the scenes either.
Oh my goodness.
And we have some tricks for looking good on video and can pull it together within 3, maybe 5 minutes. So Wendy and I will message each other. Okay, you ready to go live? Yeah, I'm ready to go live. Okay, give me a minute or 2 to get the mascara and the
I only had about 30 seconds. I'll show you what I was doing. About 30 seconds when my phone dinged that you were going live. This is what I've got going on down at our store. Unpacking a whole shipment, and so I just literally quick ran out the door and hopped in my car and clicked accept on the invite, and here I am.
And that's right. I mean, there are literally no excuses when it comes to what you're doing in your business. I mean, who's with me? Do you take inspired action every single day in spite of the challenges that are rising up to hold you back and keep you small? And if you're not taking inspired action every single day, and you're doing what you think you should do, you're getting bored, you're getting burnt out, well, then we want to encourage you all to start to really develop a system for working your business from that place of abundance. And what that simply means is you're lining it up with your soul's calling. So if you haven't filled out my workbook, it's called the Soul Purpose Workbook. You can find it at eliseleininger.com/purpose. And this workbook will help you go deep. It's 13 pages of questions and space for you to dig into what is my soul's calling. Because I will tell you, throughout my life, I have done so many different things, and Wendy as well, that have been simply an evolution to the next step. And I'll tell you, for sure, she and I have dealt with time and time and time again with the shoulds and what others expect and da-da-da, like on and on, right? Now, had we listened to those voices, we wouldn't have continued to be the light and the vision and the positive, uplifting inspirations that we are. And we can claim that that's what we represent without being egotistical. Like, it's a humble calling to be a person who is meant to uplift and inspire others, because you put yourself out there. You're in the light. You are like, there are people talking about you behind the scenes all the time. And the thing about that is you can be codependent on other people's opinions of you. But if you really think about it, their opinions they shouldn't weigh so heavy when it comes to living your soul's calling and your purpose. Go ahead.
Yeah, totally. No, I was just talking about this morning too.
Of course.
When you are so, of course I was. When you are so concerned with what other people are doing, right? Because like some of the very first objections are, well, what will so-and-so think? Or what will so-and-so say? Or like so-and-so hasn't been encouraging, or so-and-so hasn't said that they're proud of me. You guys, these are things that I either have done, said, or have cared about previously. And here's the bottom line is, first of all, it's not productive. And second of all, it's a waste of time. Like that is precious time that you could be implementing something that could be moving you forward. It could be moving your business forward. It could be moving a creative dream that you have that you just keep putting off year after year after year. And then you're like, wait a minute, I could actually start that tomorrow or this afternoon.
Or now.
But you've been putting it off for a decade. So it's eliminating, because like the thing that I always go back to, and I know we've talked about this a few times, but the thing that I always go back to is that we have no control over what other people say or do. Yeah. We have no control over what they say to other people, or what they say to us, or what they do to us or don't do. We have no control over that. All we can control is being proactive in who we are and what we do and how we react to circumstances. And it just makes such a huge difference about how you go about your life. Like you could say, well, of course, like this is my favorite one. Of course my car would break down, right? And like Elise and I have like a fun little joke, like, of course something good would happen. Like we just totally switched the role on that. We're like, of course it would be beautiful and sunny and shiny today. Instead of like, oh, of course I can't find such and such and I'm late and my car broke down and right? Like there's such this huge like cloud overhanging our society of, oh, of course I wouldn't win that, or I never win anything, or like it just blows my mind. Thought processes.
Or the other one I hear is, well, of course she's successful. Look how pretty she is.
Yeah.
Look how skinny she is. Look how she can get on video and just talk. And like, you guys, here's the thing. These, like, people succeed because they have a fire within them. It doesn't matter what they look like or where they live or how much money they have. It doesn't matter who their parents were or if they went to college or they didn't. It doesn't, none of that matters. You all, here is the truth. If you're looking for a reason why you will not succeed, you will find it and prove it true for you. If you're looking for a reason that you will succeed, this is what Wendy and I have always done and challenged each other to do since we started in business. What was it, 7 years ago, 8 years ago together? Long time. Since we started in business together, we made a decision to look for the proof of others succeeding despite the odds. And so rather than looking for reasons that we would not succeed, because let's be honest, we live in two of the poorest states in the country with some of the smallest population, and we are moms that homeschool and are generally pretty granola hippie. And now we're like, whatever, like we can like whatever, like it doesn't even freaking matter what your circumstances are. But I am telling you one thing I know for 100% certainty is if you are looking for proof for why you cannot succeed, you will find reasons. Your subconscious mind will seek them out and prove it true for you. If you start to ask questions like an entrepreneur does who becomes highly successful, well, who's done it this way before? What books are they reading? How do they speak? What is their word choice? What, like, who are the people they associate with? Now, that is the path of a successful entrepreneur. That is taking ownership and responsibility and being proactive. And that will create the success that you dream about, but then create reasons that you cannot succeed in doing it. So the truth is, the more you cultivate this, and this is going to be challenging because if you don't work out regularly and you're not good with your diet, you're going to already be challenged in this arena because it takes discipline. And Jim Rohn says, and I say this every other day, you'll have two pains in life. The pain of regret or the pain of discipline. Yeah. You get to choose. I mean, every day I wake up and
I just said that this morning.
Of course you did. I mean, that's because we've chosen the way that we think, right? And so, of course, we're on the same wavelength with that, because that is conscious choice. We consciously choose the way we think and speak and feel, and it's a conscious choice when we face challenges, how we react, or if we're proactive and ask a question instead of being like, blah, everything sucks and I'm horrible and blah, 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 and turn it inward. No, that never will work. So here's the thing. I always remind people that when you're building a business, it all boils down to belief. And if you're not where you want to be, you've got to cultivate your belief in your product and service, your belief in yourself and the fact that you are worthy of success, and the belief that you are willing and able to discipline yourself to take the inspired action every single day that will move you towards your goal. Now, if you don't have the belief, I don't even know what to tell you, because that is a piece that you must cultivate in yourself. I mean, you can pray for God to give it to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's just where it all begins, because when I look back, when I'm asked questions and I look back on my journey, 14 years ago, I vividly remember where we lived. We could not afford barely a box of cereal. I mean, we had macaroni and cheese and spaghetti every other night, and we played Monopoly every night because we couldn't afford to do anything else. But my belief and my faith was so solid, strong. And listen to me, you guys, I had no reason. Like, I was a college dropout. We were just married, just having a baby. Like, I had no funds. I had no access to funds. I had no reason of like, why I should be successful. But I had a belief that was so deep and so solid that someday I would be running a multi-million-dollar organization. I had no clue. I had no clue how it was going to happen. I mean, I didn't have a company. I didn't have a product. I didn't have a service. I had no idea how I was going to show up in the world and do it. I had no idea if I even had the skills. But there was something inside of me that was so solid and so strong that I knew without a shadow of a doubt that it was going to happen. And so what did I do? I acted as if I already was.
Yes.
I wasn't. Like I said, I had nothing to show for it. I mean, we could barely afford to even pay our bills, and some months we didn't even pay our bills. But I acted as if. I didn't let that waver in my faith. I didn't go, oh, poor, poor, pitiful me. I didn't play the victim role of how awful my life was. I was like, onward and upward, man. Like, we are getting this. Like, I would always tell my husband, like, we are going to be millionaires. And he's like, how?
Yes.
Like, he's like, what are you talking about? Like, we're broke, sitting in our kitchen playing Monopoly, and you're talking about being a millionaire? Like, we can't even pay our water bill. But it was like, without a shadow of a doubt, I knew, like, I knew that it was going to happen. It wasn't if, it was a matter of when. And I always say that I was so naive that it could happen, that it did happen.
Yes. Exactly.
And so it's faith. It's faith that it is going to happen. It's going to show up in your life, and the cards are going to play out. And like you said earlier, we don't get on live because it's easy, right? No. Like, you would much rather probably be riding your horses, and I could be, I don't know, doing something else, you know, maybe crocheting or something. But we show up. We show up every day. We don't go wake up in the morning and go, okay, today we're going to take off and just like not do anything and hide in a hole. Like, we show up and do what we believe is our soul's purpose and our life's calling. And we're grateful for it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the truth of it. Like, we're so lit up about this, about service and how we can spread more love in the world, how we can create more freedom for families, more hope for women in this world. I'm telling you, yesterday I was having I think part of what we like to share on these videos is our real life, right? So this month, I've been invited to be a board member on a new, it's not new, it's new to me. It's called ICRA Fund, and you all know I'm huge about giving big, and so I've been supporting families in India to send their girls to school. I've been supporting families in Nicaragua and building homes for them. Listen to this, $5,000 per home, that's it. That's all the investment is, right? That's insane to get families off of muddy dirt floors. I mean, insane. Okay, whatever. That's another topic. But if you want that one, it's called King's Ransom. Now, the other one I've supported is called Pardada Pardi, and that's in India, and that is the girls' school. Now, the newest one that I'm getting involved with is called ICRA Fund, IQRA Fund. Now, I don't know if you all know this, but I am passionate, and Wendy also is passionate about improving ourselves and shining the light for others in a way that as we bless others, so we are blessed to bless others who cannot bless themselves, such as the sick, the poor, the widow, right? These are the poorest of the poor people in the world. So creating impact and giving big is a huge part of our mission. So this was upon my heart this summer. I was praying about it actually just last week. And I said to God, I'm like, I need some more purpose here. Like I don't have enough purpose, but clearly something in me said I need more purpose. God, what would you have me do next? Literally that morning, an hour later, I thought we were going to meet one of Rob's friends just for coffee. And it turns out that he is a founder of ICRA Fund, which is this group that's based in Pakistan, where they help support girls to go to school and get education. This is the tribal north, where if these kids don't get educated and find this strength within themselves, they tend to join the terrorist groups. So this very important, she said there's 25 million kids in Pakistan receiving no education, aimless, going into adulthood, and it's impacting the entire world as a result. So here I was praying about, God, show me what my purpose is, what am I meant to do next? Very next thing is, this falls into my lap an hour later. I'm learning about this situation that I had some idea, but not truly an understanding. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh my gosh, I am dedicating all of my coaching income for the rest of the year to your organization. And they were like, we're looking for a board member. Would you like to come on board? I'm like, yeah, totally. Like, this is my passion, uplifting and inspiring and empowering women. Education, because clearly, I don't know if you know this, but I have my teaching degree. I actually taught in India, Thailand, Nepal, Japan, the United States, and now homeschooling my kids. Like, this is my passion, giving big and creating impact. That's my passion. So here, I'm just telling you that you don't know what God has in store for you. Like, each veil is lifted as we ask for the clarity on the next step and the vision, right? So that has been a phenomenal opportunity for me to be involved now with this. And so yesterday I'm having lunch with Genevieve, who is also one of their directors and co-founder. And she was telling me, gosh, I'm so inspired by how excited you are to empower women. And she goes, and she's like, I've been digging in and doing some research on you, watching your videos. And she goes, those videos you've been doing this week with Wendy have been powerful. She told me that. So that was her feedback. She was like, I've been watching. I didn't comment, but I am watching you and I am loving it and I'm inspired. And I said to her, you know what? We live in an amazing time. We've never had an opportunity where we could be so interconnected and so connected to our purpose, with the freedom to create not only the lifestyle that will take you out of the grind and allow you to exponentially grow your wealth, but also creates for you the opportunity to give big to those who cannot take care of themselves because they don't have the financial resources that we do. They don't have the power and the connectivity to the internet that we do. I am telling you that there is some reason that you were born for a time such as this. And there is some reason that you are watching this video now. And we want to know, what is it about this thing? Like, I always say there's no such thing as what do I always say? no such thing as, oh no, I guess I don't always say it if I can't remember it. Coincidences!
There you go. Yes.
No such
Yes.
thing as
There
coincidences.
isn't. There isn't. Oh, jeez. Oh, my hand's getting
You got
tired.
fired up. Right. But I truly believe, like, if something comes across your radar, you got to pay attention. Like, there's a 10 billion other things that could distract you and have your attention right now, but there is some reason that you are here, and there is some reason that you are called to rise up with us in the sense of allow that spark that you have to be lit to a roaring flame. Allow that spark that you have to give to turn into philanthropy, where you really are able to change the course of families' lives for generations through your work and through your giving. That is what I believe you are called to do, and that is why you are here watching this video right now. Can I get an amen? I mean, there is no such thing as coincidences. Wendy, there was no such thing as a coincidence when you and I found each other. Remember that story?
Oh my gosh, that's alive in itself. But in all seriousness, we have both built our foundation upon asking to be blessed so we could bless others.
Hallelujah.
I mean, like, I just remember in the
Genesis,
thick of
by
building. Say what?
That's in Genesis, by the way.
Of course it is.
I'm going to find it for you.
I remember being in the thick of building my businesses, and I remember just pleading, please bless me so that I can bless others, because I wanted to be that person who could hop on a GoFundMe and drop $1,000 to bless someone's family anonymously.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
Like, I still to this day, and the thing is, though, too, is I feel like we are given these opportunities because we listen. And so, like, I just walked into the grocery store, and I just remember it was like laid on my heart that there was someone in need. And so I just prayed, show me, just show me. Like, I am open to receive an opportunity to bless someone. I don't know what that looks like. Like, I don't know. Right. But then we're checking out, and the family in front of me, I've got goosebumps. The family in front of me that had young children, their card was not working. And so always an awkward moment, right? Yeah. Like, in that moment, that's when I tell myself, I used to always say 20 seconds of insane courage. Now it's like 3 seconds of insane courage. And I just take a big deep breath, and I center myself, and I just ask for the blessing again to be able to bless someone else. And I just step in, and I just said, if you would be so kind, I would love to take care of your grocery bill today. And it means so much, because when I started our businesses, that was one of the reasons was I wanted to be able to walk into the grocery store and not have to check my bank account. And not have to walk around and add it on my calculator every time I put something in. And then when I was done, take a few things out. And so to now be able to go in and buy what we need, and then not only just what we need, but what others need, without a question. Like, there was never a doubt. No. Oh my gosh. Like, and I believe, like, it honors me. Like, it blesses me more than it blesses them. And I know, they probably didn't think that, but it's so true. I'm just like, to be able to bless you, it blesses me more, and it means more to me than it'll ever mean to you. And so I believe that we are available for opportunities like that to fall into our laps, because first of all, we ask, right? Yes. Ask and you shall receive. Yeah. And then we are still enough in this crazy busy world to listen, to stop what we're doing for a second, running around mad, trying to tell all the kids to put the flipping Lunchables back on the shelf, like, to still ourselves for enough time to be open, to be able to receive a blessing so that we can bless others. And that is, I believe, a huge foundation of what we have built, and why we have built it, and why we continue to build. Yeah, absolutely. So driven. Such a great story. And I mean, and there's this piece too. Two things came up for me while you were sharing. One is
doing it anonymously. I mean, I believe anonymous giving is phenomenal, but I also believe sharing when we give is important because it inspires others to give as well. And the stories of giving despite not having the financial resources. So now some of you are saying, I want to be able to bless, but I don't have the resources now. I will bet you do, but you're not looking for where they are. So I want you to pray for that. Where are you? Where can you tighten things up a little bit so that you can bless others? Where are you wasting your money or your time?
Oh,
I
can't believe you're bringing this up. Seriously, this is so awesome. I vividly remember when, again, we could not afford to bless someone. And we, my cousin is part of an organization called Peace for Paul, and we support a few children there, and we support a few children from World Vision and Compassion. Yeah. And I remember it was $150 a month to support a child, and we could not afford that. And I prayed about it, and I thought about it, and I prayed about it, and we were driving home, and I said to my husband, I will go without. I will cut $150 of junk that I'm buying that I don't need. I'll go to Walmart one last time. Who cares? Yeah. I want to be able to support these children. And that was 6-7 years ago, and we've never stopped since.
Yeah, totally. And that's just the thing. You start with the bit that you can do now, and then it grows exponentially. And write this down because I found the exact verse for you. And you know how sometimes we throw these out at you, and I'm not totally remembrance of all of the verses exactly, but I have it now. Genesis 12:2, right? I will bless you. It's so important. There's no guilt that I see. Am I breaking up? Be an either or. Oh, or we're led to share, and sometimes we just don't know. Yeah, something.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Well, I was going to read. We're wrapping it up, baby.
I think that's our cue.
Wrapping it up. Love you guys.
Wrapping it up. We'll see you next time with the same internet connection. Okay, so while she's frozen on my end, so I'm gonna